let's get right into it, chat. You feel me? I'm a messy motherfucker. And I'm nosy. You feel me? So, we about to see the whole DDG situation. You know what I'm saying, chat? So, make sure y'all here for it. Make sure y'all don't go nowhere. Real shit. Make sure y'all here for it. And make sure y'all don't go anywhere, man. I know it's none of my business. Listen, I know it's none of my business, but it's out there to the public, right? But it's out there to the public. So, I could officially say I could react to it, right? Damn, yo, I don't like when this shit start acting up, yo. Alright, there you go. You feel me? It's out there to the public, chat. So I believe we have rights to react to it, right? Fair and square. Right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. I keep putting my hands up, chat. So boom, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Without further, oh, my fault. Hold on, my fault, chat. Let me fix the camera real quick. Everything good? Alright. So without further ado, let's get straight into it, man. Matter of fact, we're going to, alright, straight into DDG situation. Let's go. Alright? Chat. And listen, right? Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, right? Whatever I say don't matter. It's just my own opinion. I'm pretty sure everybody got their own opinion of the whole situation. So, when I give my opinion, you feel me? Don't start going crazy. Real shit. I'm just being messy. I'm being nosy. You feel me? And we about to react. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's switch the scene. And let's get straight into it, Chad. We ain't wasting no time. You hear me? Alright, boom.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive Channel.
We good?
The streamer DDG filed his whole... Hello,
Hold on, let me make sure I can hear it.
Impressive Channel. This story right here is messy because the streamer DDG just filed...
So this is basically the overall breakdown of it. I'm not even gonna lie. This is the overall breakdown of it. She also gonna give her own opinion, but we ain't gonna listen to that. But she got the tea. So we're gonna go based on this video to really get down to the tea. You feel me? And she's kind of accurate. So this is a good video to watch. And just came out 2 days ago. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
His own restraining order against Halle Bailey.
Hold on.
I tell you, it is explosive, y'all.
Chat, don't miss nothing. Pay attention.
Last month, Halle was granted a temporary restraining order against DDG after
Hold
she claimed...
So they basically just filing restraining order on each other? So he filed first, and then she filed after? What? Hold on, what's going on? So she filed first, and he filed first, and then she filed after? Hold on, I'm a little lost. Let's get into it though.
On her. She currently is trying to fight for custody of their
Put
son,
hands on her.
Halo.
Hey, Chad. Hey, listen. Hey, man. Call it what you want. I don't think he put hands on her. Call it what you want. I don't think he physically put his hands on her. So, I don't know. But let's get into it.
And she wants to restrict DDG from taking their son out the state of California. Now, DDG did fire back with his own restraining order, and he is now asking the judge to not allow Halle to take their son out the country while she films her new movie.
I feel like they just being petty, bro.
Really messy. And DDG did file his own restraining order and accused Halle of putting her hands on him multiple times and also threatening to take her life when he wants to move on from her. And he claims that she is emotionally unstable and she could pose as a risk to their son Halo.
Damn.
So he wants sole custody of their son. I read through DDG's filing. He actually provided a lot of receipts, and it doesn't look good for Halle. It doesn't.
Yeah, it does
and I honestly feel bad. I feel bad that they both are in this situation. I feel bad for their son Halo.
And chat, I know, listen, right? And that's why y'all gotta be real careful of who y'all have kids with. Not to play her or anything like that, but I'm just saying, in a real life situation, you gotta be real careful of who you have kids with, bro. Female or male included, like, you feel me? Just be real cautious who you know what I'm saying? Because that's something that you gotta y'all now y'all locked in for 18 years, possibly more. You feel me? So y'all gotta be real cautious of who y'all have kids with, man.
Halle and DDG love their son. They would do anything for their son. I do believe they try to be the best parents they can be. No parent is perfect, but I do believe they try to be good parents. But the truth of the matter is, they aren't good for each other. They never were good for each other. This
Damn, bitch, who the fuck is you to say they wasn't good for each other?
Toxic.
Nah, bro, because at first, I thought they were the cutest couple ever. I'm not even gonna lie, chat. At first, I thought they were the cutest couple ever. So for her to say that, you know, they wasn't good together, bitch, stop the cap. Stop it. Stop. Let's go. Let's
we gotta get into what DDG said about Halle, because it's pretty shocking, and these are just allegations. We don't know if everything is true, but this is what he is claiming. He said that Halle was super jealous of his collaborations with other women, and he said that she would verbally and physically abuse him over it.
I believe
he also claimed that she would be fixated on his exes, and one time he texted one of his exes, and he claims it was
Chad, being a content creator, Chad, listen, right? Being a content creator is hard. You know what I'm saying? And it's even harder when you actually have like a girlfriend or a significant other. And that goes for female as well, female or male, being a content creator, and let's say you have a partner in your life. It's just certain shit that you just won't be able to do. You feel me? Hey, listen, it's just certain shit you just won't be able to do just cause you want to spare their feelings. And I know firsthand how that feels. Chat. You feel me? Sometimes being a content creator is hard. Because you constantly have to explain yourself. You constantly have to say, yo, I'm not fucking her. I'm not fucking him. Or, you feel me? Like, being a content creator and having a girlfriend is hard, Chad. I'm not even gonna lie. It's hard as fuck. So that's why you gotta be able to stick through it. You feel me? It's either you have a girlfriend and you creating content and you're respecting those boundaries. But that also puts you in a square box where you can't do the shit that you really want to do, like the shit that the people want to really see. Hey, chat, call me what y'all want to call me, chat. The people want to see certain things, and that's what they want to see. They want to see bad bitches. They want to see this and that, and you feel me? That's what the people want to see. You feel me? That's it. So sometimes it's hard having a girlfriend, chat, and being a content creator, because it puts a lot of arguments in between y'all. Oh, that bitch you was with, that wasn't it. Why'd you say what you said? Why'd you do what you do? Why was you looking at her that way? Girl, I'm just creating content. I'm just trying to clickbait. Like, you feel me? I'm just, can I cook? Can I work? So I understand.
But Halle didn't believe him, though. And I'm not going to lie, I don't blame Halle for being a little distrustful, because DDG likes attention from other women. He does get flirtatious. So I can imagine that Halle didn't trust DDG when he was around other women. I mean, look at what happened with the whole situation with his ex Ruby Rose. I mean, he was texting her while he was with Halle. So Halle wasn't completely wrong for her suspicions, but I do think she should have walked away from the relationship then before having a child with him, because she knew that he had the tendency to cheat. She had her suspicions. She saw the red flags. But still, she
Chat, everything sounds good. Is it echoey?
All the warnings, despite everybody telling her, girl, don't do it, she told everybody to mind their business. But Halle and DDG had a very toxic on and off relationship. It was a mess. And DDG said, despite multiple attempts to reconcile for the sake of our child, petitioner's behavior has escalated to include physical violence, emotional manipulation, threats of self-harm, and coercive control.
Hold on. Despite multiple attempts to reconcile for the sake of our child, petitioner's behavior has escalated to include physical violence, emotional manipulation, threat of self-harm, and cohesive control. I am now seeking protection for myself and our son. Oh, wow.
I am now seeking protection for myself and our son.
Oh, wow.
DDG also claimed that Halle tried to use her pregnancy to coerce him to be with her. In the early stages of her pregnancy, they were already broken up and they agreed to co-parent. But according to DDG, he claims that Halle would threaten to get rid of their son
Oh, wow.
if he chose not to be with her.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
it's important to note that this happened right around the time when Halle's movie The Little Mermaid dropped. And she knew that having a baby right when her career was about to skyrocket would be controversial. So I think she needed some assurance that her family was going to at least be together before bringing a baby into the world. But truthfully, all of this could have been avoided because these two had no business having a baby together. Their relationship
Once
was
again,
very unstable.
Who
so
are you to
it
say?
should have never happened, and this should be a lesson to everybody.
What?
Please, for the love of God, be careful of who you have a child with. DDG also claimed that Halle hid Apple AirTags in his cars to monitor his location, and one time she was able to track him down when he was at the theater with one of his female companions, and she allegedly went ballistic. And
Chad, I'm not even gonna lie, Chad. That is the most gangster shit I ever heard, Chad. I only read about shit like that, like in articles, and we watch it like that on TV. But for her to actually hide an AirTag in his car is crazy. Not just putting it in his car, but actually putting it to use. Nah, I'm pulling up. I'm gonna pull up. Like, it's one thing, like, I got the AirTag. I could see where you're at. And it's another thing if I'm actually using it. Like, bitch, I'm pulling up. Like, bitch, I'm outside. Come on. Like, she's gangster.
mind you, Halle was pregnant during this time. He said that Halle was allegedly yelling at them and cussing at them, and she attempted to physically attack his friend. She allegedly was doing a lot.
Shout out to the motherfucking sub. Shout out to motherfucking Ant in the building. Let's go.
In the video, she was
What up,
acting
broski?
like the crazy obsessive
I'm back.
girlfriend.
How did you come up with the concept of the video?
I'm back.
It is based
What up,
off
broski?
of my real life event.
Yeah, real nigga in the
This
chat.
song is very near and dear to my heart. It's based off of true events.
My
And,
favorite mod.
Yeah. I
My
like it.
motherfucking favorite mod.
If you
Twin,
saw
what
that
up?
video,
What up?
you
What
will
up?
see Halle was acting crazy.
Appreciate
She
the
said
sub,
that's
man.
off of a true
Real
event.
nigga,
So,
man.
You know, art imitates life sometimes, but
Oh,
at the
fine,
same
right.
time, I do have to consider the fact that she was pregnant.
Yo,
she
yo,
was
chat.
hormonal, and she was scared that DDG was going to leave
Just
her
in
for
case, if
another
y'all
woman.
late,
She was
I'm just
desperate
putting
to have
y'all
her
on to the
family
whole
together, so
DDG
she
and
acted irrationally.
yeah,
because
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Also,
What up? What up? What up? Yo, hold on, chat. I'm about to go grab a lighter in my car, chat. Give me a second. I'm about to go grab a lighter, chat.
She punched and
Hold on.
slapped him.
I'll be back.
He did bring up the fact that she physically attacked him multiple times, and oftentimes it was related to his cheating. DDG also has a video recording of her attacking him while he was driving her and their son Halo from a concert. And he also talked about the January 18th incident that happened this year. Now, according to Halle, she says that she and DDG had an argument over their son's visitation schedule, and she claims that DDG put his hands on her, bruised her arm, and slammed her face into the steering wheel, causing her tooth to chip. But according to DDG, it didn't happen that way. He said that when he placed Halo in his car seat, Halle hopped in the back of the car and refused to leave. And he kept telling her to get out, get out. But allegedly she refused, and he said in his filing, petitioner demanded that I talk to her and make a schedule, and then proceeded to
Yeah,
charge
yeah.
from the backseat by launching herself over the
You hear me, bro? I sound good?
into the
Everything's
front
valid?
seat to punch me. As
Let
she
me know,
used
man.
her
I
own
sound good?
momentum
Everything
caused her
valid?
To hit her head on the steering wheel. At no
Hold on,
point
Chad. I
did
gotta
strike
bring this
her.
shit back.
In
I gotta
fact,
bring this shit
attempted
back.
to shield myself by she claims that DDG put his hands on concert, and he also talked about the January 18th, and oftentimes it was related to his cheating. DDG also has a video recording of her stalking him and looking into his phone and laptop, and one time when he refused to give her his phone, she punched and slapped him. He did bring up the fact that she physically attacked him multiple times, and oftentimes it was related to his cheating. DDG
Chad,
also
you
has
know
a
we gotta
video
feel me
recording
spark a
of her
blunt.
attacking him while
If
he
you're not
was
smoking right
driving
now, I'm
her
smoking for ya.
and their son Halo from a
Hear me?
concert. And he also talked about the January 18th incident that happened this year. Now, according to Halle, she says that she and DDG had an argument over their son's visitation schedule, and she claims that DDG put his hands on her, bruised her arm, and slammed her face into the steering wheel, causing her tooth to chip. But according to DDG, it didn't happen that way. He said that when he placed Halo in his car seat, Halle hopped in the back of the car and refused to leave. And he kept telling her to get out, get out. But allegedly she refused, and he said in his filing, petitioner demanded that I talk to her in his schedule,
Appreciate
and
it.
then proceeded to strike me from the
Damn,
back
your
by
email
launching
bugging,
himself
bro.
over the center console into the front seat to punch me.
Damn.
Her own momentum
Come on,
caused
bro.
her to hit
Hold
her.
on, bro. I gotta pause this. Come on, Twin. You lagging right now. You ain't been on here so long. You ain't been on here so long. Your email and the bits, they feel me. They fucking up, man. You feel me? You gotta be up here.
Her hand on the steering wheel.
You ain't
At
been in
no
here so
point
long,
did I
that's why.
strike her. In fact, I attempted to shield myself by restraining her arms to prevent further punches. And he did
Yo,
show
chat,
some of the
is y'all
defensive
familiar
moves that he had
with the
from
whole
that
DDG and
incident.
Haley situation?
DDG also claims that Halle would
Is y'all
repeatedly
familiar with the
threaten
whole
to harm
Halle and
herself
DDG
or take
situation?
her life anytime he tried to end the relationship or anytime he would walk away and would not answer her calls. And he actually said one time during August 2023 when she was pregnant, they had a very bad argument and she took his gun and ran away, and his family had to find her
That is
because they were
toxic.
afraid that she was going to harm herself and the baby. And can you imagine if that happened? That would have been devastating, and DDG also would have been blamed. Also, in 2024, DDG claims that Halle threatened to take her life 3 different times, and I do think this is due to her postpartum depression because she did say.
Y'all gotta be real careful on who y'all have kids with, chat. I'm gonna say this again, chat. Y'all gotta be real careful on who y'all have kids with. Cause that's so toxic, yo.
That she did suffer from severe
That
postpartum.
is so toxic.
So, honestly, I have severe postpartum.
This honestly makes me really, really sad because I know Halle loves her son Halo. I don't think she would do anything to harm him in any way, and I think it's a little unfortunate that
You look
some
just like
people
her,
won't
too.
be able to understand that. They might look at her as unfit because of her mental state, but I don't think she would truly do anything to harm Halo. Just like I didn't feel like
Yo, I miss you,
DDG
Aunt.
would do anything
No Diddy,
to
twin.
harm
I miss you,
Halo.
man.
I think DDG loves his son
We ain't
as
chop it up
well.
in so long.
And to be honest, I'm not exactly happy with the idea of taking custody from either one of them. But Halle and DDG are fighting for sole custody, so it's going to be a really, really, really messy battle. And DDG did present some text messages between him and Halle, and I will say
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
these messages were very
That's the
messy.
part I
Both
really
Halle
wanted
and
to get
DDG
into.
Are messy. They do the tit for
That's
tat
the
thing,
part I
so they both
really
were
wanted
a
to get into.
toxic
The
couple.
text messages and shit.
I already talked about DDG's flaws in several different videos, but we gotta get into some of these text messages from Halle because they are pretty disturbing. You know, one time Halle and DDG got into it and DDG stopped talking to her and Halle was trying to contact him and she said, "Answer the effing phone. Answer the effing phone." Ooh, look at the typos. "I'm gonna try one more time. If you don't answer, it's over forever. I'm not playing, Daryl. That's it." And DDG said, "I just want to be left alone, please." She said, "I'm calling for help. I have a knife. I'm calling
Damn.
for help, but you don't care, do you?" Okay. And he said, "Have a knife for what?"
Chat. That is so fucking toxic, chat. I'm sorry. Yeah! My boy back with the bits. Yeah! Grr, grr, pow! Let's get it. Yo, chat, I'm not even gonna lie, chat. This shit toxic, chat. But let's get into
seems
it.
like Halle was attempting
Yeah,
to
bro, I
do
got
something
you.
to
I'm gonna let you know
herself,
next time,
maybe harm
twin.
herself. And if you look at the time period this happened back in 2022. So this was before Halle was even pregnant. She wasn't acting this way because of postpartum depression. I'm not going to say what I think Halle might deal with, but there's something there that she probably goes through, and DDG knows about it, which is probably why she acts this way, and this is how she tries to get his attention when he ignores her. So they go through this whole back and forth often. She said this: "I called because I needed help, but you have shown time and time again that you just don't care, and that's okay. Whatever I decide to do is none of your concern. Just leave me in peace." And he said, "I came there to check on you. For you to
Damn,
act
chat.
like you're going to hurt yourself to make me feel some type of way is manipulative and selfish. I never thought you would do nothing like
Nah,
that."
chat, that is so real. I came there to check on you. And for you to act like you gonna hurt yourself to make me feel some type of way is manipulative and selfish. I never thought you would do nothing like that. Chat, that is so... I'm not even gonna lie, chat. Shit like this really happens often. And nobody really talks about it. Like, girls always try to use, like, tactics to make a nigga feel guilty. Like, it's my fault because of the way you feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? Like, you cannot hurt yourself and blame me for hurting yourself. That is selfish and manipulative. Like, what you mean you have a knife? Like, what you mean you have a knife? I'm all the way across the state or the country, or I'm not where you at. So you telling me that? What do you want me to do? Like, that is so manipulative and selfish. But listen, I'm not attacking anybody here, all right? I'm just looking from a perspective end. And I personally dealt with shit like that. So that's why I know what I'm talking about. Because I've dealt with similar actions. Like, I've dealt with shit just like this, my nigga. I swear to God.
She said, I never thought you would leave either. Guess I didn't know you at all. And nobody's acting like anything. Whatever I decide.
Bro, as a young adult growing up in a house with only female, I just shut up and say, okay, you're right. Yo, real shit. As men, we don't have a lot of choices, bro. We can't wiggle around a lot of shit, bro. We just gotta deal with it and just move forward. You could clearly tell it was issues there. Like, she's clearly got issues. And he's sitting here trying to be understanding. Like, you know what I'm saying? And once again, I'm not there, and I wasn't there throughout the whole shit, but based on these texts, I could tell. Yeah. Based on these texts, though, I could tell, chat. He was going through it, bro. Having a female up your ass 24/7 and constantly trying to fuck up your attitude and fuck up your mind, that is crazy, chat. Like, I've dealt with shit like that, so I understand firsthand, bro. Bitches will drive you crazy and still tell you that you're the problem.
To do is my decision. Don't feel sad either. It's cool. And he said, you literally told me to leave. This push and pull stuff you keep doing is childish. You keep threatening to leave me alone and saying you could F with somebody else. I'm not sticking around for that. Well, DDG, you did stick around. And that's one thing we have to talk about, too, because DDG did not have to stay with Halle. And I know
she didn't have to stay with him.
To reel him in, but he didn't have to stay with her as long as he did. But see, he stayed with her and had a baby with her because she had clout. And that's
whoa, she had clout. He always had clout. He had clout since he was 16. So what is she talking about? I feel like the narrator, I don't know what's her name, but she was attacking DDG. What you mean he was using her for clout? He had his own clout going on. At that time, he was already streaming and shit. He already had shit going for himself. Yo, real shit, bro. And I don't know who the narrator is, but she keep attacking DDG. Like, bro, what the fuck?
He has to take on the chin because he can make it seem like Halle is crazy all day, but why was he with her for so long when he saw these red flags? Why did he continue sleeping with her and giving her false hope that they were going to last? That doesn't make sense. And this is why I say DDG and Halle.
Yo, bro, real shit, bro. The principle of an argument doesn't even matter to female. They just want to be right, even if they know they're wrong. Real shit, bro.
Look at these text messages.
I swear.
Once again, this was before Halle got pregnant, okay? She and DDG got into some argument again, and DDG said he's putting his phone
Hold on, chat. I gotta read this. Bet. I'm gonna call you one more time. Phone is on airplane mode. I'm not letting you ruin my day over this bullshit. Once again, females make it they personal mission to ruin niggas' day. Bro, you could be having a perfectly fine day. A girl call you. Hi. Hello. And you, hey, what's up? What you doing? Nothing. What you doing? Nothing, here with the guys, we about to play basketball. What about you? Nothing, just sitting here. Okay, what you call me about? What you trying to do? Nothing, just calling. Are you okay? Everything good? Yeah, I'm fine. Is there anything wrong? Yeah, I'm fine. And now, in your head, you're going through it like, yo, what is her problem? Yo, is something wrong with her? Now you in a bad state of mind. Now you all confused and shit. You can't even focus on whatever you was doing. Now you gotta think about what she got going on. What's her issue? What did you do? Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, female is just manipulative, bro. Like, You could be having a perfectly fine day and they'll call you and ruin your whole entire day and not give a fuck about it. And I'm sitting here asking you, what's the issue? And you just sitting here, like, you feel me? But anyway, back to it. Bet. I'm going to call you one more time. Phone is on airplane mode. I'm not letting you ruin my day over this bullshit. The trust issue are becoming overwhelming. Maybe that's for the best. I put in too much time and effort into making you happy to have to deal with this bullshit every other day. And in your eyes, you're never wrong. It's frustrating and I'm over it. I'm no longer entertaining this argument. I need to work on becoming more successful. Jay-Z, like you said. Then maybe you take my vision of becoming the big label owner serious instead of shitting on my dreams every second you get. Oh my, yo, bro. I feel like I'm writing these shits, bro. This shit's personal. Like, yo, you gotta understand, bro. This nigga, like, bro, I felt his energy, like, just reading those texts, I felt his energy, my nigga. He's like, bro, I'm tired of this shit, bro. Like, I'm trying everything I can to make you happy, but you're never happy. It's always something, and it's always something, and it's always something. Bro, I felt this shit, bro. You gotta understand, I felt this, bro. It's always something. Bro, you could never make a female truly happy, bro. You could try to change your ways, stop going out as much as you used to, stop talking to a couple people that you used to just to make her feel better. And it still won't make her feel good, bro. She gonna find something else, and something else, and something else. Like, yo, I understand what he's going through.
Talked to her, and she said, "You don't want to be with me. That's okay. I'll never beg anyone. I'll be successful. I don't need to be with someone who's gonna demean me. You like that I'm insecure. It makes you feel good about yourself. I'm not doing this anymore. Keep your phone on airplane mode. But when I die, don't say ish. Don't come to my funeral or anything. F you. Be happy that these are the last texts you'll get from me. Crazy how the one person I thought I could trust and be there for me constantly proves me wrong. You are wrong.
Oh my
you know
God.
that I emotionally struggle and have a hard time. Yet when I'm obviously going through something, you ignore me till I go crazy. You throw in my face my insecurities and laugh about it. You put your phone on airplane mode and say you're not dealing with it. But when something bad happens, don't say anything. Because this was my attempt to beg you to listen to me, to just answer the phone, to just hear me.
Yo, bro, that is so manipulative, bro. Cause like, who the fuck am I? I'm not a therapist. What am I gonna say to make you feel better, bro? And sometimes it doesn't matter what you say or how many times you say it. Female are gonna believe what they want to believe. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you expect the nigga to do, bro? He's not a therapist. Nigga, it sounds like you need help. Because you're talking about taking your life. You're talking about going through issues. As a man, I can't help you with everything. I can only help you with some things. But certain things you gotta deal with on your own, bro. You can't blame a dude for not being able to help you with certain shit that you're going through. Nigga, like, female will put everything on a man to do. Bro, you gotta talk to a therapist. Nigga, I'm not a therapist, bro. What? What you mean, like? I beg you to listen to me. Bro, what you want me to do, bro? You gotta go to therapy, bro.
To try and understand where I'm coming from. But you don't. And you'll regret it. You'll regret ever meeting me. Go back to the views you're used to. Go back to effing thoughts. That's what you want. You never wanted anyone like me. You and your family hate me. Just admit it. But that's okay. Everyone does. But poisoning, I'll go and fly and just be fine in heaven without any of this, without any of you rude people making me feel bad about myself.
Yo, bro, that sounds like a personal issue.
This really makes me
Real
so
shit.
sad. It does.
Like, that sounds like a personal
I don't know
issue.
what Halle goes through.
Like, I'm sorry to say it, bro.
It makes
And
me feel like
mental issue is real. So I'm not trying to, you feel me, stem away from that obvious situation. She need help, bro. And as a man, I can't help you with that, bro. I can only help you with so much. Like, I can't help you with your mental issues. You gotta take that up with God. You gotta take that up with your therapist. No, real shit, bro. You gotta take that up with God. You gotta take that up with your therapist. I can't help you with that, bro. Real shit.
there's something deeper there.
Like, and that shit hurts
and
me.
DDG certainly couldn't handle her emotions. I mean, DDG is very immature himself. And there were a lot of different things he would do to trigger Halle. But I will say, it seems to me like Halle probably has, some mental
I'm
struggles.
gonna take a shot, chat.
Also, there was another text thread between them that happened in February 2023. Once again, this was before Halle was pregnant with their son Halo. She and DDG were probably going through another argument, and she said, "I just want to resolve it so I can get some sleep, please. You don't ever have to talk to me again, but I can't breathe right now.
Jesus.
I'm just so stupid. This whole thing is so stupid. I want to die. I never want to be here again."
I want to die. I never want to be here again. I hate this all. I hate this life. Bro, once again, you gotta see your therapist. I can't help you with that, bro. I can only but do so much. Like, you're talking about killing yourself, bro? Like, bro, talk to a therapist and they're gonna be able to help you. They will. But as a man that got his own shit going for himself, and I got my own life to deal with, and I'm trying to figure out how to move on and become successful on my own, and you talking about you want to die, bro, that's crazy. I can't help you with that, bro. I can't help you with that. Like, as a man, bro, I've been in that situation where a female just want you to solve shit that you can't solve for them. Bro, you gotta go see a therapist, bro. I can't help you with your mental issues.
I hate this all. I hate this life. DDG said, "Please stop taking it to this extreme." She said, "I tried begging my only friend to help me. He said, I'm still communicating with you." She said, "You won't help me." There was also
Yo, bro,
a text exchange.
guilt trip. Nigga, you talking about bro, at this point, now, as a nigga, you want to kill yourself. I'm sorry, chat. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Because real shit, at this point now, you making me feel so guilty where I might do something to myself. You feel me? Because now I'm going crazy. Look, bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Exchange that happened when Halle was pregnant. She was in her first trimester with Halo. Halle said, "I'm so tired. I'm in pain. I don't want to do this anymore every day. You lie on me to your mama." DDG said, "That's why I said we need to take time apart." She said, "You make it seem like I'm this horrible person, even though I've cleared up everything. Just leave me to die. I'll be fine. You caused me pain. You are selfish. I've been crying nonstop because of you. I can't be here anymore."
Damn.
DDG said, "You're sick." She said, "You pushed everyone away who really tried to love you. I tried really hard to fight for this relationship. I can't do this with you anymore when you constantly are purposely throwing me into the fire." He said, "Okay, lock me." She said, "I just asked for understanding."
Yo, chat. If
He
y'all
said,
look
"I'm
like
done
chat,
texting.
like
Do what
tap
you
in,
gotta
chat,
do."
tap in.
She said, "If I die, you wouldn't even care." And DDG said, "I would. You just tripping and keep threatening to kill my unborn son. You're weird. I wouldn't feel safe having a child with you at this point. Stop being fake happy to be a mom." Now, these were their exchanges from last year. This was after
Real
Halo
shit.
was born, and I think they had broken up at the time. And Halle was actually spilling some tea here in this rant. She said, "Weird. I've had enough. I don't want to talk to you ever again. Please don't contact me. If you need to contact me, reach out to my sister or Charmaine. I hate you. You're the most horrible person I've ever met.
Damn.
I wish I didn't have to fight with you, but you continue to let me down every time. And then
I feel bad for her,
about
bro.
exchanging my son in a money deal for views. Ooh. And openly flirt and help every other woman in the world but me.
I feel
You
bad for
hate
her,
me and
bro.
want
Real
me to
shit.
die. I want to die because of you. I will die because of you. It's your fault. Cry about it later.
What?
And DG said, "Why do you want me to sit on the phone and listen to you yell at me all day? You do this to me every day."
Boom, chat. Listen, y'all not listening to my dude, chat. What do you want me to sit? Why do you want me to sit on the phone and listen to you yell at me all day, bro? You do this to me every day, bro. I felt those lines right there. Female will call you because they got an issue, but then when you're trying to help them and you're on the phone or in person trying to talk to them, they just yelling and screaming and crying. I can't help you with that. I can't help you with that. Like, if you got an issue, let's talk about it and let's try to fix it. But don't yell, don't scream, and don't try to, you feel me? Nah, that's not cool.
Hey, she said, "I beg you for help. You know I don't have anyone. You know I'm actively suicidal and struggling." This is so sad. I hate that this is happening. "You know I've been running to the doctor every day for help. and you still play in my face. I won't make it to my birthday because of you.
Damn.
You have ruined me and all my happiness. You hang up when I'm begging for help. You're the only help I used to have. And you're so focused on being famous and having money when you don't ever see what's in front of you. There's a lot of typos here, but you know what she meant.
Right.
How could you? How could you go to Mexico and be with someone else? How could you?
Why is she reading it like this? Why is she reading it like this?
And all the women you want
She's
to
trolling.
sleep with. You want to ruin me.
Yo, why
And
is she
you
talking like
succeeded.
that?
I hope you're happy. I didn't make it. I tried. I can't do this anymore. You can make up whatever story you want to tell people about
Yo, do
how
you know how
I
much
am or
text
how I
sending
used
that
to be.
is?
You can make up whatever you want when I'm gone. Tell everyone I'm crazy. I can't wait. I can't wait for you to realize how badly you effed up, how you ruined me. And any chance I had of having a good life and putting myself back together. And you continue to ignore us. Me and your son
Yo.
are alone. You don't care about us anymore. You never did.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
He said, you want to kill yourself because I tweeted Sexy Red, a good rapper? This literally makes no sense. Oh,
Yo, that's
this is a
crazy,
lot.
Chad. Nah,
It really is a
that's
lot. Like I said,
that is sad.
there's something going on with Halle, and
Yeah.
you know, I just feel bad that all of this became public, right? Because it does make her look a certain way, but honestly, I think people need to treat this situation with a bit more sensitivity because she clearly was dealing with a lot and she was regretting having a child with DDG. I mean, when you think about what she went through, her reputation took a hit.
Yo,
Her
Chad,
career
I'm
was
not gonna lie. She keep talking about like DDG this, DDG. I feel like she would be having that same problem with any other guy that she's done it with. Like, it's not just DDG being DDG. I feel like her and her state, it would have the same reaction with somebody else. With somebody else. That's just her. That's just her, bro. And I'm talking from experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've dealt with females where I felt like I just couldn't be in that situation anymore because of the way they were and how they handle situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been with females where I'm like, yo, I can't be with you because of you, because you always want to take shit to the most extreme. Like, you want to talk about suicide. Like, I'm telling you, I've really dealt with shit like that. Bitches always want to talk about suicide. They always want to talk about killing themselves. They always want to talk about a whole bunch of crazy shit. And they're thinking you the bad guy, and you guys break up, and they deal with somebody else, and that somebody else is having that same problem that you was having with them. Like, I'm talking from experience. Like, my ex, like you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't deal with her because of her, the way she was. So I left her or whatever. We broke up. Let's not say I left her. We broke up. And then her new dude now, or ex at this point, after me, was having the same issue because you were crazy. You're crazy, dude. Like, you got issues that you got to take up with yourself, and nobody could help you with that. Nobody gonna be able to help you with that but your therapist. Real shit.
Almost affected.
So I know how it feels.
Not to mention she had to deal with all this stuff behind the scenes where DDG was kind of leaving her in Halo for the most part
Bro,
to
real
themselves because he was busy working. He was trying to elevate, and on top of that, he was over Halle. I mean, Halle was draining him. So he was talking to other women.
You finally
and
said something great.
Also, his family wasn't really fooling with Halle like that.
He
Based
was
off of
drained.
what DDG told them, and based off of how she was acting. So I think Halle began to spiral because she was
she
losing
been
support.
spiraling.
She was losing support from the public. People were criticizing her for having a baby at the peak of her career. She was losing support from DDG and his family, and she needed that support system. I don't believe she had a strong support system from her parents. I believe her sister Chloe said at one point she wasn't close to her parents, so I wonder if that was the case for Halle too.
And, I don't have the closest relationship with my parents. Maybe one day down the line I'll share why.
When I think back on this, I do wonder if Halle too has any real support from her parents. Because it seemed like she really needed DDG and his family. But I can understand her needing DDG because that's the father of her child, you know? But she went on to say this. This is proof. You leave me hanging as a mother. You don't step up when I need you to. I'm begging you. I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. Ooh. So Lala Baptiste is one of DDG's longtime.
And Lala claimed that they never slept together. Lala said it herself. She like, yo, I won't even lie. She said the most we ever did was kiss. And after that kiss, me and him had a conversation, and I told him that I'm not that type of girl. And she said from that interaction, they just been cool. She said they never slept together, they never did anything but kissed. And the kiss was one time. So she confirmed that. So Haley, she bugging out.
Female companions. This is probably the girl that he was trying to convince Halle that he wasn't smashing. Well, apparently he was, at least according to Halle. And she said this, I'm going to unalive myself tonight.
Oh my God.
My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mom. And DDG said, I can't believe you're acting like this. She said, you put your pee inside of her in Mexico.
You put your penis inside of her in Mexico.
Knowing I was here taking care of our son. Knowing I was crying before you left. You selfish, disgusting person. You're evil. I'm giving you your son. He said, you're making this stuff up. She said, please, I don't want him around for this. Please take him from me. I don't want him to see me like this. I'm begging you.
Damn.
For Halo, please. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Knowing I poured my heart into you
real
before
shit, bro.
I left,
Real shit.
you still
Aunt,
went
real
and
shit.
effed her. And you can't even own up to it. I hate you. You are evil. You want me to die. Now, Lala did clear the air, and she said that she didn't do anything with DDG. That's what she claims.
Halle did reach out to me, and we had a private conversation. Again, I'm not going to disclose details because that's between me and her. And context behind these accusations in general is stemming from a group trip that our whole friend group went on, right? Our whole friend group went on this trip, and everyone on this trip can confirm there was nothing weird going on. I wasn't even staying near them. It was for someone's birthday. Let's start there. There was never anything sneaky going on.
Yeah, look, she confirmed it.
Like, me and Gerald's relationship has always been strictly started off as business. Obviously, if you know, you know. Like, he put me onto YouTube, started off there, grew into a friendship, has always remained platonic. So it's very unfortunate. Like, I know people already have this narrative because it's just hard to believe that a guy and a girl can be friends. Like, it's hard to believe that me and him or any other guy and girl can just strictly be platonic friends, okay? But nothing has ever gone on past that, ever.
Do y'all actually believe her?
I believe her, real shit.
I don't know. Maybe she didn't want DDG, but I think DDG definitely wanted her. So Halle isn't wrong for being suspicious, but I really wish she didn't crash out so bad over it because it made her look very insecure. But DDG does surround himself with women that look like Lala. That to me seems like his real type. Even though Halle is a beautiful girl, I kind of get the feeling that he leans more to racially ambiguous women. So I can see why Halle would be a bit threatened, even though she was doing a bit much. She really was. She also went on to say this, please take Halo. And DDG said, I'm genuinely scared of you, man. I feel like you're going to unalive me in my sleep one day. I'm not allowing you in my house around guns. Please just go home and I'll pick Halo up from there. She said, me and Halo are in the cold.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Are you serious? DDG said, I'm not letting you in my house around guns. She said, I'm here in my pajamas in the cold, and you won't let us in your house. Wow, okay. I asked for help. I asked you to take Halo from me right now, and you won't. Instead, you leave us in the cold. You will never hear from me again.
Oh my God.
DDG said, it's not safe for you to be around guns. Please just go home and we'll figure it out later. She said, there is no later. There was only now, and you missed it.
Yo.
I called and texted 1,000 times. You can't tell me I didn't ask for your help in the height of my struggle. I did, and you denied me over and over to spend time at the club. Left me outside in the cold of outside of your house. We can never come back from this. You missed your chance to take Halo. We are leaving. DDG said, as long as you don't hurt yourself, I'm cool with that. We'll figure it out later. She said, I've already started
man, I'm
hurting
sorry. I
myself.
didn't mean to laugh.
Congrats, you killed me. Evil, evil man.
What?
You never cared about me. You called my family. They're not going to help me. I'm not answering anyone. I called you because I needed to speak to you. And now you've made it worse. You never cared about me or loved me. It was all a lie.
Damn.
This was another text exchange that happened back in August of last year. She said,
It's almost
you
done,
treated me
Chad.
like ish on the ground. I didn't deserve this. I tried my hardest. I want to live. I want to be happy. I don't want to die. But I don't know what else to do. I've tried. I'm reaching out to you for your help. To please come get your son because I'm not okay. I'm not okay and don't want him around me like this. I don't know what else to do. You've hurt me too bad. You've made everything so much worse. I don't want Halo to be around me like this. DDG said, I'm coming to get him. She said, but then you come and you try to take him from me and say disrespectful stuff to me like pack his bag, like I'm a dog. You've hurt me too bad. You've hurt me to my core. Please just leave me alone. I'm not okay, and it's because of you. I'm not okay, and it's because of what you did. I'm not okay. Please just leave me alone. And he was like, so can I get Halo or no, Halle? So it seems like he was over it. She said, I'm tired of asking. I've reached out for help.
She's not. You see, he's asking her like, yo, get to the point. Can I get?
That I've tried to reach out for help before this, before I did this. I'm on the way already to get Halo. She said, I've tried so hard. I did everything I could. I love you the best that I could. I thought me having your child would prove to you my commitment and my loyalty to you. But you went behind my back, and now my son will have a broken home. So see, this is exactly what this is about. Halle wanted DDG because she didn't want to be left as a single mother. That's what this was all about. That's why she was begging and pleading for him to be there. And there's a lot that I've said about DDG. I mean, I have criticized him quite a bit because he was using Halle and he was ruining her reputation. But looking at all that he was dealing with her, it was a lot. And I could see how he felt drained and how he felt tired of her using their child to make him do
don't know what it feels
wanted
like to be
him
drained.
do.
Like
She
sometimes you
wanted
just get
him to
tired
be
of
with
it.
her. He didn't want to be with her. He just wanted to be with his son, you know? But that wasn't going to work for somebody like Halle. I mean, Halle is very conscious of her image. She was already getting criticized over having a baby out of wedlock. And now her baby daddy leaves her for other women. That is embarrassing. She never wanted that to happen. And she loved him. The girl was crazy in love with DDG. There's no denying it. But I still do think we have to be sensitive to her mental state, you know? And we also have to understand that just because she might have her struggles doesn't mean that she's an unfit mom. I mean, she loves her baby. She really does. And I think that she tries hard to be the best mom she can be. So my hope and prayer is that she and DDG can find a way to resolve this whole custody battle in a way that makes them both happy, because truthfully, I don't want either one of them to lose custody of their child, you know? I just think they both need
Alright,
to
she's
get...
talking too much now. Chat. That was a real sensitive topic, chat. I'm not even gonna lie, chat. That was a real sensitive topic. But you gotta see it from both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being honest and real. You gotta see it from both sides. What she wanted was a family. Like, she wanted like a mom and a dad for Halo, like in one household. And that's what she was fighting for. But it was already too late. You feel me? He was drained and tired of everything that was going on. So that was the main issue. The main issue was, I'm pretty sure he was just drained and tired. Like, dude, like, it gets to a point where you're like, nigga, I'm tired of this, bro. Like, I'm not gonna be unhappy, and I'm not gonna constantly deal with this. And I'm talking from experience, bro. Sometimes it don't matter like how much you love somebody, bro, but you just, I'm unhappy, bro. And I could just see where this gonna go. It's not gonna lead anywhere pretty. I'm just gonna be unhappy for the rest of my life, and I'm just gonna spend the rest of my life trying to please you and trying to get you to be happy. You want reaction, recommendation? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. You feel me, chat? So I felt what DDG was going through. You feel me? I felt what DDG was going through. You feel me? But at the same time, you cannot blame him for being tired. Like, you could see it in the text. And it was leading back since 2022. Before she even had the kid. Like, before she even had the kid, they was already arguing and fussing and fighting. Damn shit. You know what I'm saying, chat? So, that being said, they was already going through it. You feel me? Real shit. So you cannot blame him for being tired.